The moment you walked inside my door, I knew that I need not look no more. I've seen many other souls before, but heaven must have programmed you. The moment you fell inside my dreams, I realized all I had not seen. I've seen many other souls before, but heaven must have programmed you. Oh, will you, will you, will you? I go where true love goes, I go where true love goes. I go where true love goes, I go where true love goes. If you walk alone and if you lose your way, don't forget the one who gave you this today. Follow true love, follow true love. Follow true love, follow true love.
And now, Pakistan has changed dramatically from the days when I left office in 1996. For now, from areas previously controlled by my government, pro-Taliban forces linked to Al-Qaeda launch regular attacks on NATO troops across the border in Afghanistan. In the view of my party, military dictatorship, first in the 80s and now again under General Musharraf, has fueled the forces of extremism. And military dictatorship puts into place a government that is unaccountable, that is unrepresentative, undemocratic, and disconnected from the ordinary people in the country, disconnected from the aspirations of the people who make up Pakistan. Moreover, military dictatorship is born from the power of the gun, and so it undermines the concept of the rule of law and gives birth to a culture of might, a culture of weapons, violence, and intolerance.
It was in Karachi that Benazir Bhutto was born, and it was in Karachi that her passion for politics was fostered. Her father, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, was a wealthy landowner and acted in various areas of Pakistani politics, finally becoming Prime Minister in 1973, the country's first non-military leader. It was the start of the Bhutto political dynasty. Benazir Bhutto was the eldest of 4 children. She attended school in the United States and in England, graduating from Oxford University. In 1977, her father was deposed and executed 2 years later by military dictator General Zia al-Haq. Along with other members of the Bhutto family, Benazir was placed under house arrest. She was then exiled to the UK. There she organised and rallied huge support for her father's People's Party. In 1985, martial law was ended, paving the way for Benazir Bhutto's triumphant return to Pakistan a year later. More than 1 million people came to greet her, an example of the clout she held as the eldest member of Pakistan's most powerful family. It was as champion of the poor that Bhutto established her cult-like status. She led the Pakistan People's Party to power 2 years later, the first woman to head an Islamic country and a darling of the West. She was already aware of the dangers of extremism.
Dubai, United Arab Emirates. One of the most famous women in South Asia is sweeping back onto centre stage. After 8 years of exile, Benazir Bhutto is preparing to return to Pakistan.
The US intelligence recent threat assessment stated that, and I quote, Al-Qaeda and the Taliban seem to be fairly well settled into the safe haven spaces of Pakistan. We see more training, we see more money, we see more communications, we see that activity rising. That's the most recent US national intelligence threat assessment. And so it's often surprising to those of us in Pakistan who see the international community back the present regime, that this backing continues despite the regime's failure to stop the Taliban and Al-Qaeda reorganizing after they were defeated, demoralized and dispersed following the events of 9/11.
As she heads to the plane, the most notable absences are the British and American politicians who had apparently pledged to travel in with her. It seems they now have other engagements. Many of the people on this flight aren't just celebrating the return of Benazir Bhutto. They're celebrating their own return from 8 or 9 years of exile as well.
We are coming from London. They are coming from all over Europe. They are coming from Arab countries. They are coming from America. They are coming from so many places. But they all belong to Pakistan People's Party, and Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto is there.
So most of you are coming from other countries at the moment?
Yes, that's right.
We are coming from Scotland.
Already there are 2 million people have gathered in Karachi. They've been traveling for the last 3 days.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Once you get there,
then you'll see. Then you'll see.
We don't want to say it, you see it.
Is it safe to have 2 million people on the streets of Karachi?
I mean, Karachi is a very big city.
Yeah.
You know, there's more than maybe 11 or 12 odd millions people living there. You know that.
Why do you need the millions? I mean, it could affect her safety. Why the millions? Is it needed for the theatre?
It's not about safety, it's about the love. The people love her. The real leader is coming back.
The flight lurches into turmoil again as Bhutto comes back to thank her workers and supporters and to steel them for the grand tasks ahead.
The West's close association with the military dictatorship, in my humble view, is alienating Pakistan's people and is playing into the hands of those hardliners who blame the West for the ills of the regions. And it need not be this way. A people empowered by democracy, human rights and economic opportunity will turn their back decisively against extremism.
After years of anticipating this homecoming, Benazir Bhutto and her party have just 10 hours left before this day will be torn apart. Meanwhile, the close security plan swings into action. As the converted bus that will carry her through the streets of Karachi departs, the first 30 metres is the fastest it will travel all day. The Bhutto bus inches its way through the crowd on its 20-kilometre journey to her home. By nightfall, 4 hours later, it had barely left the airport precinct. In the streets ahead of the convoy, more crowds are gathering to catch a glimpse of Bhutto. The message is that it's not just Bhutto returning tonight. With crowds still pouring in, politics itself is returning to Pakistan after 8 years of military rule.
Great leader for Pakistan.
What's it mean for your life, though?
This is our life of Pakistan, man.
But what's it mean to you? She's just a politician. Why? What difference to you?
Because they help us for poor people.
And she's for the poor.
These are all Bhutto loyalists, immune to any goading from me.
But she's a billionaire. She's got billions of dollars. How does she help the poor people?
No.
Come on, she's a multi-millionaire.
For 11 years.